Hello, one and all. I wanted to give you an update on what my life has been doing here since I got here. I'm coming to you live from Spain in my little room. We'll take a look around it just for fun. Here's the door. And then there's my chair, and this is my little table with the laptop on it. There's my little closet thing, and I have a whole bunch of stuff in the corner, and I have two little sets of shelves. I have my bed, which I'm sitting on, and windows, and yeah, that's really about the extent of my room. So, that's where I'm at now. I wanted to give you a quick recap on everything that's happened, because if I tried to type it, it would take me way too long. So let's see, I came in on Friday, and I almost missed my flight, my connecting flight. I ran through the airport in Madrid, barely made it. Must have looked a wreck because they let me sit in Business Plus for free, even though I hadn't paid for it. Finally got here late. Got to go on a bike ride the first night to see a little bit of the town where I'll be living, which is fun. Saturday, my luggage finally came because as I ran through the airport and barely made the plane, my luggage did not. So my luggage came on Saturday, and it just came as we were leaving to go to this thing called El Rocío. And it's kind of like a mix between Holy Week and Semana, the Holy Week and what's the word I'm looking for? The feria. There we go. Feria. The feria. So there's like women in the flamenco dresses and horses and mules and carts and buggies and really big bulls attached to covered wagons that are very colorful, and it's kind of like a whole pilgrimage to see the Virgin kind of thing. I don't actually understand the entirety of it, but we went because Nacho's mother, her brother, therefore his uncle, has a house there. You can have like your summer house, like we have a beach house. They have a Rocio house for that time of the year. He was there, so there was lots of food and eating and talking and all that good stuff. So that was crazy. I'll put up pictures for that though, just so you can kind of see what it was. But it was quite entertaining. So that was Saturday. Sunday, I finally slept in a little more. I finally slept till 9 o'clock. And we had a slow morning. I made pancakes because I had brought pancake mix and syrup and peanut butter, because those are just things that they don't have over here. And then, let's see, Sunday afternoon we went into Sevilla to visit Nacho's grandmother. So I finally got to go back into Sevilla, where I hadn't really been yet. And then we spent the rest of the day unpacking my clothes, because I still hadn't unpacked anything. So that was good. I finally was starting to feel settled. So Monday morning was the start of my internship. That didn't turn out so well. It was a lot of the whole day me sitting there going, okay, what did I do? And them not giving me anything. And so I was kind of like, what? So, yeah. Today was finally the third day. This is Wednesday. The first day that I actually feel like I did something, because most of the first day was me looking stupid and shadowing the one woman in the afternoon, kind of watching what she was doing. And then yesterday, Tuesday, I spent a large part of the day doing nothing. Today, finally, they gave me something to do, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Monday, came back after my failure of an internship and decided, okay, the bike ride thing was fun, I'm going to do that again. So I went out on the bike. I actually followed Nacho's mother in the car up to the town because I was going to try and buy myself a cell phone, only to find that the store was already closed. So then I was just kind of cruising around, and then Nacho was coming back from his English class, and so we passed each other, and so he was like, oh, let's go to the other store. So we did. And then we weren't sure what plane to get, so we waited, and that took up like most of the evening then by that point. So that was Monday. Tuesday, went back to my internship after having a horrible morning, having gotten up late, having left late, having had trouble getting there on the bus, yada yada yada. And then the whole day just didn't go well because I still didn't really do anything, and I was like, I can't do anything, you guys, if you don't give me anything to do. So that was still very frustrating. But I knew it was going to be good because when I came back, it was Nacho's writing lesson day. So, came back, but the problem was his dad, because they were having all the windows changed, had to stay during the day while the men were doing the windows, so then he's been going to work in the evening. So then he couldn't take us to the riding school. So we went on bikes, and I have never been that far on a bike in my life. It's more than 7 kilometers. I know that much. It's probably more like 9 or 10 what we actually did. And having ridden a bike, I mean, that never leaves you, but having not had the muscles of riding a bike and then going 10 kilometers, my legs are dying as of today. So, and I mean, the whole thing was not like, a nice path or a road. No, as soon as we left the town, we were off-roading the rest of the way. And there's this path, and we're following the train tracks all the way along. Like, this is just where I go, this is what happened to my life. It was the most hilarious thing, and it was quite an adventure. And we did make it there by the end, even though at first he thought we were lost. But I was like, if it's right by the train tracks, so we just follow the train tracks, we'll head up to it eventually, and we did. So we got there, and the guy that I interned under last time is teaching at this other school now, and so he was like, so do you want to ride? And I was like, okay. So I got to ride last night too, and they were talking about it, and Nacho had already told me there's a competition, a combined test this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. And so Jose Antonio, the instructor guy, looks at me and he goes, oh, so do you want to compete with my 4-year-old? And I'm like, huh? So afterwards, we were going to go backtrack the whole way to where Nacho lives, then go a little further to the next town over where Jose Antonio keeps his horse. He invited us over to come see his young horse because I haven't seen it. He bought it right after I left last year. So I didn't think I was going to make it that far. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to make it all the way back, having come all the way over and then ridden and then trying to go all the way back. As it turns out, we barely got started. Nacho's wheel got a flat tire. And this is like the 5th flat tire he's had in like less than a month. So we stopped, came back, ended up leaving the bikes at the riding school. Jose Antonio took us over in his car. I rode the 4-year-old. Well, I mean, he turns 4 like next week. And then apparently I'm taking him to a show on Saturday. Woohoo! I get to ride a dressage test. So yeah, all of a sudden that happened really fast. And then, yeah, all of that was like yesterday. And then today, finally, they gave me stuff to do. One of it was just like running something to the bank, which, was just a little bit of a hike, so it took a little longer. And then I got to create this whole little ofertas thing, showing all the deals they have and things like that. So it's going to be handed out to some of the kids and coming out of school and things to take to their parents, yada, yada, yada. And be put in the windows and displayed and hand out and all that stuff. So I got to make it. That was fun. At least I got something to do. I'm hoping it keeps up like that, because otherwise I'll be quite frustrated. But yeah, I have crammed a whole bunch of adventures already into less than a week, and I don't even think I covered everything. But this video is going to be too long to post soon, so I'm going to leave. And also, it's time for English class. I'm going with Nacho to his English class, just for fun. See what happens. I'll update you next time. Bye.